Hi, it's Greg Archer from MovieWeb. How are you gentlemen today?
Hi,
Good,
Greg.
thank you.
Good. How you doing?
It's good to connect with you. Congratulations. I love this season. I love it even more than season one, which was spectacular. So congrats.
Oh, thank you so much.
Well, that's the response we would hope.
Yes, well, I think viewers will feel the same way. So, Justin, can we chat about Samantha Morton and Minnie Driver? There they are in their first scene together. And I'm wondering what's going through your mind when you're watching these two Oscar-nominated actresses in your show.
Well, it's really interesting because I had a whole season to work with Samantha, who I have always admired, and I think that she is an absolute incredible talent. There's no end to her talent. And when you work with an actor for a season, their voice begins to meld with your own when you're writing her. So you know who you're writing, you know her rhythms, and they start to influence me in the same way that I'm influencing her. And then you bring this entirely new energy in, hopefully to challenge that established idea of working with an actor, a whole new energy that's going to up your game. And Minnie just delivered that in spades. I mean, when you cast somebody to play an iconic character like Queen Elizabeth, we all have an idea of her. There's been great performances. You have to bring something new. And Minnie, I think, brings something deeply modern and unique. And so suddenly to put those two people in the same room, it was just, you just stand back and watch.
Yeah, it's quite riveting. I love it. Erwin, Isabel Jesper Jones, who plays Edith in this, I understand originally auditioned to play young Catherine in season one. Did either of you know that she might boomerang back, or what was it about her, and how do you feel
not
she gets
really. She re-auditioned for this. We liked the audition. I also happened to see an early cut of the last Hunger Games movie, and she had a significant role in that. So we had that to go on, and we cast her.
She's great in this, and there's three queens really in this in a way.
Yes.
So either of you, because she plays this sort of commoner who rises up and starts to influence people, and there's a lot of divisiveness. Can either of you comment on how this reflects on the current times in which we live?
It's an interesting question, right? I mean, this is not by design. I did not set out to write the most interesting characters all be women. They were. Elizabeth and Catherine ruled the roost. Antoinette Guises ruled the roost. Jean d'Albret, who's another new addition this season. These were hugely powerful women. And Isabel's character is an invention. She's sort of an amalgamation of all these prophets, Calvin, Luther, who were astride Europe at the time. The show begins to dictate that sort of female energy is what this show is driving the show. And it begins to be about in a time where women had zero legal rights, how did Queen Elizabeth and Catherine de' Medici sit astride Europe for decades? So in that sense, I think that those women are intensely modern characters. That was what attracted me to the material to begin with. And I think that's what's resonated with modern audience, is that people recognize these women. They recognize anybody who is the smartest person in the room, but has been told they don't count because of their gender, their sexuality, their race, whatever it is. Watch out for that person if you do that to them, because they're going to find a way to win. I think that's what is aspirational about the show.
Right, I agree with you. And watching this, I felt like there could easily be an Elizabeth spin-off. So has that been a thought? Will that be a thought? Could that happen?
We'll see.
We'll see. What do you think, Justin?
I think there's a whole lot of story for Queen Elizabeth, and a whole lot of story for this Minnie's take on Queen Elizabeth. I think there's a lot to be told.
I like that. Well, thank you, gentlemen. Thank you very much. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you, Greg.